Welcome back to Moans and Bones Reactions. I am Oth Oona, the Bones, and this is
Una, the Moans.
And today we're covering something a little different than usual. It's a pretty wacky story that I felt like sharing just because it's insane. I don't know all the details. I have not watched this whole video or even read the full thing on it. And I think you've heard about this incident too, and maybe you guys have watching too. There's a woman who falsely claims a man had assaulted her and kicked her door down. And now, if this were true, that is horrible. That is a horrible thing to do to someone.
Mm-hmm.
But was she telling the truth? The answer is no. It's a pretty clearly no, and we'll get into that as we get into the video. But any first-hand thoughts before we dive in, Una?
I do know a bit about this case. It is mishandled a bit. It's pretty wild and stupid.
That may be an understatement by the end of this.
If there's more updates, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. Well, hopefully we'll have some clear resolution here. But let's get into it.
College Park police respond to a home in June 2024.
Oh, thank God.
All right, how you doing?
After Catherine Jensen says her ex-boyfriend attacked her minutes before they arrived.
So, what happened?
He kicked in the door. I ran. He choked me out. Tried to get the keys from my hand of my truck.
A few moments later.
She said I kicked in the door.
And why is that a problem?
Because I'm in a wheelchair. And have been for 25
I know he did
years.
went to the news. Am I?
A few moments later.
So, might need to call the district attorney's office. Because if the door was kicked in, he didn't kick it in.
News now at 7. A Metro Atlanta police.
The one smart cop. I remember the base cop isn't the greatest, but at least he's questioning and he goes to a higher cop. But the true problem was the freaking, I don't know, was it the chief? Who's stupid as AF.
I'm not sure on that, actually. I can't remember. I know the younger cop, at least the younger cop feels like he's at least he seems younger. Or just newer to the profession.
He's newer, yeah.
I wonder, with the issue here with him, I think, was training. This all comes down to training, right, guys? Cops need better training, especially when issues like this arise.
Fire for how it
why was he even arrested
an alleged
ever?
Attack and home invasion.
So a woman says a man kicked down a door and chased her down the street. And when police find the man, he's in a wheelchair. Let's talk about it.
Oh, that's so bad. Nate the lawyer.
Our story starts on January 15th, 2024. A woman named Catherine Jensen is filing a sworn complaint at the College Park Police Department. Now, she's alleging her ex, Charles Reed, kicked in her door, choked her, chased her down the street in a violent home invasion.
Oh, thank God.
All right, how you doing?
After Catherine Jensen says her ex-boyfriend attacked her minutes before they arrived.
So, what happened?
He kicked in the door. I ran. He choked me out. Tried to get the keys from my hand of my truck.
So he grabbed you by your neck?
Mm-hmm. Handle him myself. I'm too small.
You say he kicked the door in?
He did.
Now, after...
I think she could handle him herself. Let's be honest.
that interview,
yeah,
Catherine
unfortunately.
gave police a very
I was gonna say too, what severely, what was supposed to happen was pretty severe. Yet other than being kind of shooken up, not much has really happened. She's not missing anything.
Well, yeah, and it doesn't look like
up.
It didn't look like any.
Not that
visible
has
injuries.
to happen, but
yeah.
What was the point of that if that's all he did was just come at you and run?
You
I guess
think
that
if
could
he choked
happen,
her out, you could
but...
probably see some signs of that happening, especially when she said it was minutes before they arrived.
Very detailed description.
Yeah.
I still remember the call on June 15th last year.
Yeah, minutes. How did he even get so far away?
How did he get so far away after chasing her? How did he kick the door down? How? And then this is a question about her: is how did she get his description and info?
Oh, I think I might know, but it's still very weird.
Oh,
You'll be still perplexed.
And,
I'm already perplexed.
So basically, she was like, and when I got to the house, the front door was kicked in, and I think she was like hiding by the garage or something.
Was it, or was it just
and she
open?
comes out and
I didn't
she's
see.
bleeding from
Yeah, I don't know.
Her neck is
So I can't
bruised
say.
up and everything. She's
Her
like,
neck is bruised
my
up?
ex-boyfriend, who we broke up
Oh,
2 days ago,
maybe.
just
I
went
just
to my
didn't
home
see
and
it.
attacked
Well, was it self-inflicted then?
And then after that, I asked her, hey, you know, have y'all lived together? Yeah, we used to live
Let's
together
let it
at
play
this
out a bit.
address. Do you have any of his information? He gave me his name, spelled it out, gave me a description, told me what he looked like, ran it through NCIC, it matched. And then I was like, is this him? She was like, yes, that's him.
Now, the man she identified was Charles Reed. He's 41 years old and he's a paraplegic. He's been in a wheelchair for about 25 years because of an accident he had as a teenager.
25 years in a wheelchair.
Yeah, that's.
And you say you have no recollection of who she is?
I have absolutely no idea who that is.
Like, he doesn't even know who she is. They have no connection.
No, certainly haven't forced my way into anybody's house.
Because she was able to provide us with your exact information and a description of how you look.
Dude, that's terrifying.
I truly have no idea.
Yeah.
Who that is. Like,
So you went to Grady through your doctors or whatever the case may be, your
No,
chiropractor or whoever
we'll
it
see.
is, that shows that you've been in that wheelchair, then that will.
He doesn't need to, okay, I don't know. Maybe someone with legal knowledge can let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
But I don't think he needs to prove his disability in this situation. At least not yet.
That's what I was questioning when I did watch a small video of this police footage. I think there was somebody who had a little lawyer advice on it too. And this is basically something else should have been done, but I'm not a legal expert at all because I feel like
We do not know legal advice, so do not take this as legal advice or anything like that. But I don't think he would have to prove his thing here. Not at this juncture.
I wouldn't either, or at the very least, you have to work with him because he is disabled, and this is
well, and
so
it comes
sudden.
down to the cops' discretion
normally,
too. Here, it's obvious. Like I feel like this is obvious.
I was gonna say normally you don't want to let a suspect go. Could somebody fake being in a chair? Sure, but I think you'd have to give them a grace to go get the doctor or just take their word for it. Especially if you really see he has probably a special truck and everything the way he was dropped off. You can get anyone to vouch for him over the phone. Anyone, it really should have been not goofy, but whatever.
Well, and then here's the question: is how many people are faking being in a wheelchair? There cannot be that many of those people.
No, especially to keep it up long term just for a police thing.
Well,
would be
yeah,
very
it'd
strange.
be nuts, especially when he's at the police station already. Like there was a process of him getting there.
Yeah. Because I can't remember, did they call him in? Or did they?
I don't know.
Remember? And
maybe they'll tell us. Maybe they'll tell us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So if you get those documents in order, you could bring those with you when you go to your first appearance, to your bond hearing or whatever the case may be.
Bond.
We'll figure it out. But as of this moment, I will have to place you under arrest. Do you have any weapons or anything?
See, but this is what I don't understand: is why are they placing him under arrest?
Yeah, there should be an immediate red flag that something is rotten in Denmark. The fish stank.
Well,
this doesn't
again, he's treating him as guilty before he proves himself to be innocent, which is where I'm having the huge issue here.
If you came onto the scene and he was still there or abusing somebody, you might do this immediate clap. But this is an investigation where it's not necessarily proven,
and he had to come
and he's
here
not a danger to her.
Yeah,
and he had to come here, and something, like I said, smells fishy about this whole situation.
But you don't even know he did what she's claiming he did.
I would have been immediately okay, I'm gonna verify your stuff, and then I'm gonna go talk to this Miss Ma'am and see what else I can find, because this is weird.
The cop needs to be a little more thorough here.
Sharp on you.
It's very strange.
If there are any cops watching, I would love to hear your thoughts on what happens here in this process too. That would be fascinating.
no, can I pee and stuff?
You'll be able to pee. I'm gonna take you right downstairs. You're not even going anywhere.
I am. This is crazy to me.
What kind of car do you have?
It is crazy.
My Hyundai.
That gray Hyundai Sonata?
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Sure. Do me a favor? Put your hands out. Unfortunately, it is. Put your hands out.
I can't look. Is this a joke?
I agree with him. Like, is this a joke? Like, how are you arresting me right now? Like,
there's like no investigation. You
you're
just believed her
yeah,
immediately.
and then just arrest him. Like, it's the weirdest thing.
Like, you'll get a phone call when you get downstairs.
What? At this point, I'd probably stop cooperating and then like, I want a lawyer. Like this is ridiculous.
Her name's Sarah.
I would cooperate with their orders, but
yeah. The problem is at this point, unfortunately, because of this condition, which I don't think this will explain. This is now immediately life-threatening.
Yeah. Well, and you can look from his like you can just see his legs, even with the jeans, that there's muscle atrophy. Like he doesn't have a lot of muscles in the legs. You can see it visually. So I
won't be able to explain it, but he even has a problem with like spinal things because of where he was injured. So this is the fact that they even try to move him
is dangerous. Yeah, no, it's not good. No, what? Oh my God! Oh.
He says he can't just get up. Why did you try to pull him up?
This cop, who is a total idiot, is going to leave this man on the floor for a couple of minutes until a cop who has a brain comes and says, "Hold on."
Yeah, this gentleman here needs to be promoted.
Yeah, he's a great cop. See, look, he's looking at him to make sure he tries to grab him the best way possible to minimize injury.
Because, like, by trying to pick him up, you're either just really badly trained about disability, and or you just were calling him a liar. Which I'm like, if you're gonna do that, you have to do something else. I don't know what legal procedure you.
I do think one good thing is I'm glad that the we'll just call him novice cop.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he didn't try to pick him up himself alone.
Yes.
I think that could have been a lot riskier if he had tried to correct it himself rather than getting assistance. It's not great no matter how you slice it though. Like this is terrible. Like, oh yeah, this man kicked down a door.
I'm gonna have to get behind it a little bit.
Crawled at her like a dummy.
Okay, so this is what we need to
like do. A zombie.
A zombie.
Hold on. What's the warrant for?
Ag assault. I broke into somebody's house.
Felony trespass, ag assault.
How long ago?
June 19th. June 19th, 15th, 9th, one of those.
How long you been paralyzed?
25 years.
Okay. Make a phone call to me.
I love him. I love him. This exemplify this cop, guys. He is listening to the person he's working with. He's listening to his fellow officers, and he is coming to a conclusion that something ain't fucking right.
Let's get him sitting up right.
So police went into the back and they have a little issue here. We got a guy who's obviously in a wheelchair, paraplegic, can't walk. Matter of fact, he can barely sit up. And we have a report of him kicking in a door, chasing a woman down and choking her out. Something doesn't seem right. So this other officer challenges the arresting officer's mentality about this whole thing. Are you an idiot? Because obviously this guy can't kick down any doors.
He's do some backdrop.
So I was like, man, I don't know if this is true or not, and I can't ascertain that right now.
So, might need to call the district attorney's office, because if the door was kicked in, he didn't kick it in. He didn't kick it in.
Well, she didn't say kicked in. She said, well, I can't recall if it was kicked in or if that's what she said.
No, she said kicked in.
Yes, she did. He doesn't remember right now, though.
What happened?
Thank God there's camera
kicked in the
footage.
door. I ran. He choked me out.
There should be reports already starting to be written too, although I don't know how every
Yeah, who knows the timeline here? Well, and the timeline. But this is why body cam footage is so important, because it helps everyone figure out the truth of the situation.
True. But more than even kicking in the door, like say he can do that somehow with his wheelchair, which not likely, but he also supposedly was running after her to strangle her and then running down the street for a truck. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Immediately no.
So if it was kicked in and he has indeed been paralyzed,
you don't have to quabble over the kicked in. It's not even.
Because I'm looking at his legs. I got a couple of relatives that are quadriplegics. That what we see with his lower extremities, that's ain't for play.
Yeah, see, you can see it. It's visible. It's there.
Yeah.
Like, it's clear he's not faking.
Okay. That's legit. And if he was born in 82, that means he was shot in 2001. And he's been paralyzed since, 19 years.
So now these two officers go to a supervisor to tell the supervisor that, hey, we got somebody here who obviously can't walk. He's a paraplegic and he's being accused of kicking down the door and chasing a woman down. Now, we need you to help us out. Should we arrest this guy because he's clearly not able to have committed this crime?
This is the mother effort. Good rage.
No.
Good rage.
Oh no.
Don't mean to interrupt your lunch. I'm stepping in.
Let's pray it'll go well.
They got a quadriplegic guy up there.
I just told him about it.
Oh, he already got the rundown?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's phony wash.
Yeah, but how could he?
And I just want to put it out there.
It's phony? Did he just say phony? Hold on. Let's see.
I
want to see. I'm trying to hear what he says.
He already got the rundown?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's phony wash.
Did he say it's funny to watch?
Is that true, or is he saying it's phony? I don't know which.
Yeah,
correct.
Either way, it's bad. But if he said it's
very
funny to
bad.
watch, that may be YouTube misconstruing what he said with the captions. But what the fuck?
Yeah, but how could he?
And I just want to put it out there. He flopped out the wheelchair. I was like, can you raise your hands? Because I'm trying to, pat him down, make sure he doesn't have anything. I don't know if the camera's going to catch it, but I got him by the tip of my fingers. And he just...
It's a ruse, man.
So...
Yeah, it's a ruse.
Oh my god.
Yep.
What? How about you go out and talk to him? He's literally 10 feet away downstairs or whatever. Like, go
This is so
look yourself,
terrible.
you moron.
This is so terrible. I almost thought this was fake because if
What?
this man is real, I don't.
He can't get up from his
understand what's going on.
desk to go see the guy. How do you know it's a fucking ruse, you asshat?
I mean, it's an obvious attempt to not to go to jail, so.
Yeah. But he is fucked up from the waist below.
That is pretty. After actually seeing him, I agree. But then again, like I said, I don't know what happened between 9 months ago from now, and I don't know how much muscle mass he lose from not.
Oh,
using
it
your
took
legs.
9 months
So I
to
don't
get
know
him?
If
What the hell?
That's for the court to decide.
That's not normally a 9-month thing, dude.
He said that's for the court to say, I think is what he said. Oh my, what? No, it's not. Do a proper investigation, you asshole. Because it's not for the
don't you
court.
have to?
That wastes so much money on everyone's
Don't
end.
you- Yeah,
Go ahead.
don't you have to? Yeah, and I'm not an actual police officer, so like, but don't you actually have to check? Like, wouldn't you actually have to investigate?
Yeah, like, you
Am
want
I
to catch the...
insane?
If there is a culprit out here who actually did something to this woman, you want to get the right guy, not some paraplegic. Like, that can't do what he's described doing.
Yeah, we're confused on the timeline here too. Exactly.
Well, okay, so
but-
she probably put in the report. They took time to find him, and then they contacted him several months after the original report, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. This is confusing.
Okay, but then that means
Because
that
look,
means
you can
there's
see
ample
body
time
cam up
for
here at the top.
them-
March 20th, 2025, and she made the report in June.
Okay, but that means there's more ample time for them to have investigated this man, and even her claims. What even took so long? Why was he? I don't know.
Well,
Let's go.
police work I think is often backlogged. There's just too much.
It can be, and maybe he's not in the area anymore. But that would also mean something. So many things are going through.
There's so many questions with this.
Okay.
Like, what is happening? Maybe they put out a warrant and it just didn't get triggered until they felt like he did something or whatever.
True, something.
Yeah. Okay.
So the supervisor's a dummy too. He should at least have gone out
no
to look
shit.
at the guy to say,
Yeah, thank you. He just needed to go fucking look at the guy. He's right there, you lazy bitch. Like, if someone... sorry, go ahead. I'm just so mad.
For him I want him immediately replaced with the other cop. I'm not sure that
like they need to
officer's
switch
name,
positions.
but
Whoever's a
please
higher level
switch.
position, he deserves it, not him. Because again, if I was that cop and we have the guy here, I would go take a goddamn look at him. He deserves that.
Yeah, why does he think it's a ruse? You'd have to have actually a good explanation for it.
And there cannot be that many instances of someone faking being in a fucking wheelchair.
I might have malted out over it, but I think they said they contacted his wife, and his wife said he has been in a chair for a while. So like, how many things would you need to do to prove this? And would he have to sit in jail for it? I feel like you would
you would need to like
I don't know. Again, I'm no expert, but
this report makes no sense. How's he kicking in doors and chasing down women, and he's in a wheelchair? He can't move. Like, what's going on? But they go and arrest him anyway.
Why though?
You know, right? So, if you need his information.
Oh, they got paramedics there. I see.
Major. Unfortunately, I still have to take it because it's a felony warrant. Now, I don't know.
See, so he had a warrant out, and then he probably got like something triggered it, and they arrested him due to the warrant.
Well, they said I think the assaulting her is a felony warrant, so that's why they can't treat it lightly, which I get, but
there's a warrant out for his arrest.
So I just spoke to LTN Major. Unfortunately, I still have to take it because it's a felony warrant. Now, I don't know what's happening between you and this young lady, whatever you guys had. No. That's not...
Yeah, I understand that.
So, if she made a false report, that's going to be on her, obviously. Like I said, I explained, I noticed her condition, I see it, but I have to do my due diligence. It's a warrant out, I have to go ahead and take you in. So now, that's going to be up to you and the...
Please, any police officers in the comments or anyone who maybe knows how this works, like please, like there has to be recourse if it's a warrant out for someone. I understand you bringing them in because you got the notification, but when it's so clearly,
that's why I'm so confused.
Wrong.
Because like this is clearly wrong, so it's stupid. But even in say a situation where it's like maybe they could have done it, but it's so long past, wouldn't you have to do some kind of questioning first? Like some kind of like actual evidence if they're conflicting and saying I wasn't even over there? Like
it almost feels like they're getting arrested as if he's guilty automatically and has to prove his innocence too,
or was
which
like
makes it feel wrong.
Actually found at the crime scene or with a lot of evidence behind it already when there's
don't think
not.
so.
There's nothing. That's why I'm confused.
Yeah, like if they had like, oh look, there's a blood sample of his on
blood
the
sample,
door,
we've caught you on camera, more witnesses saw you, not just her.
That is a funny mental image that, like, you know, she says she was chased and he's just going bad out of hell with his wheelchair down the alley or something at her.
Courts and your lawyers and her and that what? Like to establish your innocence.
See what? Innocent until proven guilty, bruh. It's on the prosecution side to prove that he is guilty of the crime that you're arresting him for.
Yeah. Because again, it's one thing if you're found in the house. They sometimes will take the domestic violence person away.
Well, that's different. He's literally on
site. But
this
is not that. This is not that, and it's months later. Yeah, it's just so strange.
Well, the months later, I don't think matters. Like, if you get caught on CCTV robbing a gas station, they find you 6 months later.
But then they would have more evidence. At this point, I feel like they have to actually do more.
They need to release him
before they're arresting him, let alone doing it in court.
Innocence until proven guilty.
All they have is her word. All they have this. I don't know if this will even stand up in court very well. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Innocence until proven guilty.
But you realize you just said two opposite things there, novice officer. You just said he needs to establish his innocence, but then innocent until proven guilty. It's not. You're doing it.
So at this point,
you don't see the point of holding him.
No,
you can just tell him not to flee the area and wait for a court date and investigation.
Think of the damage that could potentially do to any work he might have, medical stuff he needs to deal with. Like, this is a huge impediment on his life. for a false accusation.
Anything, no offense, at this point in time. So, that's why I told you earlier, if you have documentation that you were shot at 19, that you've been to Grady, that you...
I do. I can provide it in 10 minutes from now.
So...
I mean, like a doctor or anything.
When he says he can provide it in 10 minutes, he probably just has to call the doctor or someone and get an email.
I mean, I can just call my doctor, right? I mean, like,
More witnesses.
Paper.
Like his wife, family.
I mean, you can call the DMV and see that I've needed mechanical aids on my license for the past 25 years. Yep. You can call, we can drive to Grady right now.
Give me 1 second. Let me, actually, yeah. Give me 1 second.
I can show you my handicap placard.
See, this officer is goofy, but I can see that he's struggling with
he
having to do what they're making him do.
On. Yeah, he doesn't know what's happening. Like, this is a very weird situation, granted. Like, this is abnormal as all hell. And he probably has never been in this situation, so he just doesn't even know what to do. I don't think that's the vibe I'm getting, and I am glad we are seeing hesitation from him, unlike his superior. It's a ruse. It's a ruse. Spider-Man, by the way, Spider-Man on the TV. Yeah, he wouldn't arrest this poor paraplegic man.
He's like, wait, maybe he's gonna turn into Doc Ock.
Oh no.
It is a ruse.
You got that right. The cop has now gotta go back to talk to the major because he said, you gotta prove your innocence. And the guy's like, I can prove it. A handicap placard, my DMV license. Hell, we can call my doctor. He'll send the paperwork over. I am innocent. I've been in this wheelchair for 20 years. Now the officer says, let me go talk to the major again.
Because this is stupid. And what's he just dumbass gonna say?
He's saying that he can prove with paper documentation that he's been in a wheelchair for that long.
Okay, but you can still punch somebody in the wheelchair, right? I mean.
Bro, what? Bro, that's not even the charges. This guy's a jackass. Oh my, get off your ass and go talk to the guy, you asshat.
Makes you lose faith in humanity.
Well, the other cop refuels it, so there's that, but...
True.
That doesn't mean that he didn't do what he right?
One, you could punch somebody in a wheelchair. It's not like it's impossible for them to commit a crime.
It would depend on the reason they're in a wheelchair, for one, but yeah.
Yes, I would say, for him, he's unfortunately
he looks
so
really weak. He's fucked up. He had a major
He hardly has
incident.
balance. He has I think maybe he'll explain he has a special chair, even. But like, the way you have to realize the way the crime was described, this is so obviously not. She wasn't just punched from the waist down. He wasn't just like knocking at her knees.
Well, and remember, she said she was stroked out, so she what'd she do? Like lean down so he could grab her neck.
That's what I mean.
Like, none of this makes sense. And look at him there. Look at that smug face he's making. That mother.
No,
you're an asshole.
The main thing, honestly and truly, is the forced entry part.
I think you're still covered under probable cause because.
Probable cause? No, he's not.
Because, like, I don't know if I told you earlier, she gave a description of him, spelled out his name, and gave us his date of birth. So I'm like, unless she's just your mistress and she's just really that pissed off at you that she would go through all these
That
lengths,
is weird, but there's weird shit that happens in this
identity.
world nowadays.
So
I mean, he couldn't force entry if he had a tool, or I mean,
hard to prove they weren't in a relationship or something, because like, but he's not even claiming to. So like,
when he claims he doesn't even know who the hell this woman is.
He was again. I don't
think just because you're in a wheelchair doesn't mean you
can't break a door down.
Right.
So yeah, the supervisor believes that they got enough to arrest this guy who can't walk. So that's what they do.
Really quick. Not to be crass and not to say he can't have a robust, some kind of schmexy life, but do you really think he's the type of person to be able to have like 8 mistresses out here? not to be mean with his disability.
I don't think he would have time for that. I don't think he would even care to be honest, in his
But I'm like,
condition.
that's why another thing, like they keep calling her maybe the mistress. I'm like, don't you think that's even weird?
Well, no, I think he was trying to like create a causal link because you know, even to the cop, which I agree, it's pretty wild that she just pulls this random man out of nowhere with all this information, which makes me think she researched someone randomly, took their name, info that she could find, and just fed it to the cops. Which is weird. Like, why would you do that to some random person?
Wild.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take you today, sir.
Can I talk to whoever that guy was?
The good cop, you mean?
He can do, and he's the one that's telling me because you still have an active warrant, and that warrant isn't going anywhere. I've even went so far as to reach out to the district attorney and see if there's something that I could do, but they're not answering. So unfortunately, I have to take you.
Probably should wait for the DA.
Documentation,
That's not a right here, right now matter. That's going to be a later on matter.
Can I talk to the judge?
I'm trying to tell you, and even so, you're in a wheelchair that doesn't conclude.
You can tell the gears are working in his mind that this is insane to tell this man that in front of me that I am looking at. This is insane to say, but this is what my boss is telling me to say. Like, you can see the hesitation, which good novice cop, keep that hesitation. That means you're thinking for yourself and not wanting to follow dumb orders.
Recently proved that you can't force entry into a home.
Now, you've watched all that play out, but police then decided, hey, let's actually do a background check on the victim to see if she has any other incident.
They haven't even done that.
Of filing false police reports. This is what they found.
A year before Catherine claimed Charles assaulted her, the Noonan Police Department, about 30 miles away, arrested her for theft and forgery after allegedly filing a false police report claiming someone stole from her.
So now police are in some trouble. They have a man kicking down a door. They have the witness filing false police reports all over the place. So eventually they caught up with her and said, hey, what the hell's going on? Did this guy kick in your door? This is what she had to say.
According to this email obtained by Charles' attorney, Catherine wrote to a College Park police detective this week asking to change her statement, writing, "My mental state and physical trauma in that moment worked to confuse me. Please contact me at your convenience so I can edit the information in the report and clear the name of an innocent man."
You're just a warrior and crazy.
What?
And or maybe have a mental condition, but then you need to go get that stuff looked at, because you're getting to the point of being a criminal if you've done this multiple times.
I don't even want to give her that credit because she was clear. She gave clear description and information of this one man. She did this intentionally, and she is trying to paint it as if she made a mistake. Oh, silly mistake! I accidentally gave you the birth date and all this personal information of a man completely unrelated with anything. My bad. Like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense that she was that prepared with that information. And oh man, oh what?
Unless she has some crazy psychosis.
Well, but even that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't, like,
in the report, and
she might have mental problems, but she was prepared in her statement.
Yeah,
that was a prepared statement.
Clear the name of an innocent man.
How's this impacted you?
Horribly.
Well, I haven't been able to leave my house in a meaningful way in 2 or 3 months, just out of fear that I'll be picked up for an arrest warrant.
Now, obviously, this police report was false. She gave his name, his birthday. She described him. So it wasn't like she was confused in that way.
Exactly.
She said, this was the person who assaulted me. But you would think with such a false report that put this man through what looked to be hell, she would have been arrested for filing another false police report. But it didn't happen.
We reached out to Catherine Jensen. She also did not respond, but her mother says she now acknowledges Charles did not attack her. Catherine has not been charged
in this case.
Believe all women. They did, and you see what that got this wheelchair-bound man. So we have a situation where a guy who was obviously innocent was forced to prove his innocence, or he would go to jail. And the woman eventually came clean and said, hey, I made a mistake.
Okay, no, it is BS that she wasn't arrested. This is her second time filing a false report.
It is BS now because you have to really look into that because it's her second time. She better, yeah. There's so many stuff there. But two, actually, it is fine. It is fine to believe all women, and most of the time, women are not believed and don't even come forward. The issue here is the abysmal police.
The problem is believing the wrong person.
You can they could still investigate and figure it out.
Yeah, like again, all they had to do was a background check, and they would have seen that she had a history of making a false report.
Or like the one cop just see him and be like, "Oh, this is stupid."
That too. But that's what pisses me off about it. She didn't get arrested, but he did. He got full on fucking arrested for nothing.
Yeah,
and got put through all that, and then she just gets to hang out scot free. Are you kidding me?
You can finish the video, but
now,
I think I know a few things that are in here.
To you. Should this man sue the police department for all it's worth? I say yes. And number two, should this woman be charged? Now, my opinion is clear. I think he should be paid millions of dollars for his pain and suffering, and I think this woman should go to jail for filing another false police report. Now, with that being said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do like great YouTube stuff. Tell me in the comment section how you feel. If you believe,
like, that is nuts.
Pretty good video. I need to look at like the people who give like more legal advice and stuff too again, because I think somebody said that they should have waited for the DA, and there's a few other things as a disabled person they should have done, because he's not just like mildly disabled. And I think at a cut part of this video he talks about how he has to have a special cushion for his chair, like a major armrest and everything. Like he can, even though he has some upward mobility, he lacks so much balance and strength because of how high his spine injury is. So if he's not on he can't only go to like a basic. He was trying to explain this to him because he can't just go to like why he's asking, could I go to the bathroom? It's not just because can't I go to the bathroom. It's because if doesn't go to the bathroom at the proper time, he will die because of how his internal things work. If he moves wrong, if you leave him on the floor like they did for too long, he will die. Because of how messed up he is, unfortunately, sadly. So they would have to keep him in a very special area, but the problem is even their special area may not be equipped for him. That's why I'm like,
no, it definitely isn't.
Even if you're even gonna charge him, there's still, I think, legal precedent maybe to literally let him stay at home and just charge him bail, or like make sure he doesn't run, like house arrest, yes, because he is too not ill but damaged or whatever. I can't think of the word.
He has specific disability problems that need to be managed in a way that he doesn't.
That's why he's so. That's cut out of the video. But that's why he's so concerned and so desperately doesn't want to go back there, because he is probably terrified.
I mean, I got that vibe automatically, even if it wasn't like he was gonna die. Like clearly dire. But like,
I think that's why they got the other people to come help too, and they were trying to maybe decide how they can keep him, which is I don't in this video. I think they clipped it because that is like insanity. That's why even the other. One thing that did annoy me about this, the junior cop that's kind of this is like he does ask him how strong he is, and like he saw him wheel himself over from like the parking lot into the police station. I'm like, that's because he has an assisted chair. It doesn't mean he can get up.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. What? You mean the wheelchair did the job of a wheelchair? Congratulations. I mean, what?
Yeah, so this is just so goofy. I hope maybe this helps establish precedents, or at least if there are precedents, they're taught
if
more.
He does get sued,
something
like, that he gets some reparation for like the honestly torture he had to go through because some random woman chose him as a
I have to look, because I might be getting something mixed up or the information was false. I'll have to look into this. Somebody said she might have been an ex-girlfriend from a really long time ago, like middle school or something. But then that still doesn't. But that may not be true, so take that with a grain of salt. But even if it's true, why would she pick him all these years later?
Well, and the only
like
statement
that?
I heard,
nothing makes sense.
and the only statement I heard is that he
I
doesn't
thought
even know
this
who
would
she
maybe-
is. Like he really doesn't know
Yeah.
who she is. Like
So maybe I'm wrong.
As far as I
But
know,
then-
they're strangers.
But then either way, it doesn't really make sense for why he
Well,
was
she could
picked,
obtain.
and I've never
well,
gotten
she
any
could obtain
update on that.
information and just choose a man at random that's in the local area. I mean that's
That's
a thing
so
that someone
weird.
could do. Oh, it's fucking crazy.
Because she had his whole description.
I don't doubt it. Well,
Like,
yeah, she could. You know, you could pull that information. You could pull someone's birthday, name, general description. Because what I'm wondering, because we didn't hear her description, but I don't think she described him as paraplegic, which medical information might be harder for her to obtain. So she just knew
That's what-
about his general thing.
Maybe
So-
they're not allowed to release that because I am curious. Because how did she describe him, and why did she said gave her his birthday and everything?
Well,
but
and remember, she
as
said
it-
she
somebody
ran.
was assaulted. Would you
She
even
described
give
it
somebody
as
their
ran
birthday?
after her, which would make it to me. She knew his general build, description,
Mm-hmm.
and that info, but didn't know anything else about him.
But
So
actually, that's like I'm thinking now. That's kind of almost a yellow flag that she gave him all this information, like birthday, after she was assaulted,
that's a fucking red flag.
as if that was like something you would find online almost. Now that I
Exactly.
think about it,
Yeah, that's my
weird.
point. Like she could literally find this information on a Facebook page. That's why I
Oh,
don't
God.
like this. Yeah. It's nuts. Well, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, Gravies. We've gone on yapping for a bit here.
Yeah.
But we hope you enjoy this one. It's definitely a wacky incident, and we will see you all in the next Moans and Bones Reacts. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, Gravies.